Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is indeed thine exalted Christ. I furthermore indeed bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is our divine reminder, leader, teacher, and guide, the Messiah today. I greet you in the nation greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. All praise is due to Allah. On behalf of Brother Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family, as always, family, we continuously thank you for your support. We thank you for taking a few moments of your time to watch our videos, support our cause, our efforts, and the plight of the black community. We can never thank you enough. I guarantee, pardon me, Assalamu alaikum, big sister Lorraine. May Allah continue to bless your family. Love you much. I want to take a few moments of your time just to address something that needs to be addressed. Anytime there's a loss of life, unjust, a tragic situation, and someone lose their lives, it doesn't matter who it is. What matters is justice is served. In light of the recent tragedy, the vicious terrorist attack against members of the Asian community, also the two Caucasians that lost their lives in such a tragic situation. As our Father teaches us, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we are the civilizer. And regardless to whom it is, we should never, ever, ever try to play devil's advocate. There are comments being made that doesn't represent the Nation of Islam at all, relevant to that tragic situation. We can't compare our historical tragedy and our ongoing suffering in America to what they have suffered recently. The duty of a civilized person is to teach the savage civilization. In the Final Call newspaper, what the Muslims want and believe, point number 2. Go and look at it. We want freedom, justice, and equality. We want equal freedom, justice, and equality for all, regardless to class, creed, or color. See? 6 Asian women was assassinated along with 2 Caucasian women. We're in no place to show the lack of sympathy because we feel the Asian community doesn't show it to us. See, Master Farad Muhammad didn't come to the Asian community. He came to the lost found Muslims in the wilderness of North America. You and I were chosen by God to do the work of God, not just for black people in America. Yes, the mission is for our people first and foremost. But the ultimate goal is to civilize humanity. So we must be careful, especially if you are in the Nation of Islam, to try and throw away the lives that were taken among the 6 Asian women and 2 Caucasian women. We're not racist. We're not haters. The messenger of Allah didn't teach us racism. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan doesn't teach us racism. They teach us actual facts. And when someone's life is taken unjustly, they deserve justice. So it is wrong. It is wrong to try and justify your lack of sympathy for the lost lives among the 8 people, the 6 Asian women and the 2 Caucasian women that was assassinated, regardless to what the reasons is. That's not even important no more. The important thing is, what do we do as human beings to unite under one umbrella of freedom, justice, and equality? If you know anything about Mr. Muhammad, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, during the war with Japan or Korea, the messenger of Allah, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, established a great social working relationship with the Asians. See? So it is wrong. I'm just saying. You don't have to take my word on face value. See? Our supreme wisdom don't teach us hatred. We're not looking for the Asian community to sympathize for us. They wasn't given the mission that we were given. They are Muslims among the Asian family. We don't know out of the 6 Asian women which one or which one not could have been a Muslim. But in reality, if we understand the definition of a Muslim, anyone who submits his or her entire will to do the will of God can be classified as a Muslim. And so as I was seeing these comments being made by members of the Nation of Islam, my father don't teach that. You've never heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan glorify in someone's death or even taught on that level. And so when we misrepresent the nation and our leader, someone has to be strong enough to stand up and put the right message out. We teach love, freedom, justice, and equality, which is what is taught to us. It's what our flag represents. That flag you see on my shirt represents freedom, justice, and equality for the entire human family of the planet Earth. So I want to say, on behalf of Brother Albert Muhammad and the Let Us Make Man family, we sympathize to the Asian family, the Asian community, even the 2 Caucasian women that lost their life in such a tragic situation. See, you can't compare what we've been through or what we are going through to say because they don't show sympathy to us, you charge the entire Asian community, the Asian people, some who never even seen a black person before. See, it's just something that we don't do. So I just wanted to share these sentiments real briefly. Because any loss of life in such a manner is a tragedy. And those people should receive justice. That's not what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us. So if you run across comments or posts relevant to that situation where someone's trying to play devil's advocate to say things like, well, the Asian community didn't care about us, why should we sympathize? That's Satan. That's Satan talking. That's not a follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's not a follower of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to speak in such a way when someone loses their life like that. Them today, me and you tomorrow. It could be anyone that suffered such a tragic situation. And these Caucasians are acting out the hate that has been breeded in them. This ain't about sex. This is about hate. The type of hate that has been bred in them. They've come up with that kind of hate. The Asian community been suffering for years. They just suffered silently. They are brothers, whether they accept us or not, because they didn't receive the mission that we received. They didn't receive the mission that God in the person of Master Farad Muhammad put on the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. They didn't receive the mission that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad put on his principal student, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Messiah today. I'm just saying. We don't represent that kind of racism and bigotry and hate. And anybody that talk like that don't represent the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't give a damn who it is, man. Study the teachings. You don't got to follow me. Follow the teachings. Follow the guide. And in our teachings, you'll find nothing of such manner where we teach such hate and hypocrisy. We don't teach like that. And so, once again, we on the Let Us Make Man program, we sympathize and we send our condolences to the families of those 6 Asian women and those 2 Caucasian women that lost their life in such a tragedy. We can't by no means, pardon me, we can't by no means assume that it's justified to say indirectly, now the Asians are seeing what we're going through. That's not what we're taught. That's not what our Father teaches us. We're the civilizer. We're the cultivators. We are the ones, those, when I say we, those are the righteous of us. Nobody got time to play tick for tack. It's wrong, man. It's wrong. Somebody lost their life unjustifiably, and you can't even imagine what the atmosphere was like and the fear was like when the bullets started spraying and going any and every damn way. What about the little young black male that walked into a schoolyard, that told the children to run and started shooting at the damn children? We got our own problems to fix. We need to stop all this bigotry and all this hatred and all this psychological mind games that we play with each other on social media and unite as one, man, under the umbrella of freedom, justice, and equality. Don't nobody give a damn of how intelligent you think you are. Everybody want to play mind games while we're suffering. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I was sad, man, when that news broke, and it's another Caucasian. I was sad when I read a news today that they freed this Caucasian who played to be mentally ill when he somehow or another strolled upon an 8-year-old black baby girl playing in her yard, raped her, bit half of her face off, and he's being set free. We got bigger issues, man. Pardon my energy. But if you've been here before, you know how I get down. I don't have to be in no suit and bow tie. I represent God either way I come. I'm God by nature. My natural nature is to be God. Ain't nothing changed about that. But it's sad, man, because we got bigger issues. This Caucasian is walking free. Hell with that Caucasian that shot the Asian family. He'll get his justice. We should be trying to serve justice to those that are killing our babies, raping our babies, biting half of their face off, and walking because the so-called judicial system says he's too mentally incompetent to stand trial. White people looking out for white people, and you Negroes want to argue on Facebook over bullshit. Pardon my energy. You could take it or let it alone. I don't care which way you go with it. Seriously. I do apologize for the energy and the strong talk. But when you're hurting on the inside and your people are dying, other people are losing their lives unjustifiable, we don't have no time to make mockery of that. Trying to be a psychological scientist, a word terminologist, someone who mastered the art of deception to trick the people. That's Satan. I just wanted to share those few words. I didn't want to turn this into no cookbook or no lecture. That's not what this is about. That's why I had to do it the way I'm doing it, because God told me to go do it now. And that's why you see me sitting here in my personal vehicle, sharing with you something we really need to think about. When we go on Facebook and try to justify the killing of the 6 Asian women and the 2 white women. Just that simple. So I'm going to end this by thanking those who logged in. If I offended anyone, I humbly apologize. That's never the intention. We're taught to speak the truth regardless to the circumstances. I don't get in debates because you can't debate with God and win. So I don't get into these type of debates that I see going on constantly, left and right, while all this madness is going on. I don't entertain that kind of stuff. That's wasted energy. To be debating with one another, to be on these so-called podcasts and all this other stuff, playing intellectual, and ain't nothing happening that's helping our people. Master Farah Muhammad went door to door. The FOI is taught to go door to door. That's where the problem's at, man. The bloodshed is right in our backyards. May Allah forgive me if I offended anyone. It's never the intention. Again, I do apologize. But those Asian sisters and them 2 Caucasian women died a tragic death. And you can't justify that. And it's wrong to try to even use it as a justifiable excuse to say, now they're suffering what we're suffering. No one should suffer like that. Thank you for listening. I leave you as I came before you in the nation greeted words of peace. Asain.